Win a Pageant, episode 101. Beauty, Truth, and Grace is your step-by-step pageant training manual. Get your copy of this Amazon best-selling book at winapageant.com/book. Hey girl, welcome to the Win A Pageant podcast. I'm your host, Alycia Darby. Last week, we celebrated 100 episodes of the Win A Pageant podcast, and it's such a joy to be guiding you on this pageant journey. I'm thrilled to be your captain. Now, since the beginning of the podcast in 2015, a lot has happened. So I wanted to give you the updates of where we've been and also some insights as to where we are going for the next season of Win a Pageant. So I'm going to break this episode into each element of the brand and share with you what I've done in the past and the vision for the future. So let's start first with the podcast itself. Now, there are three main components to success in any area of life. And those three things include strategy, application, and community. Now, the first 100 episodes of the podcast focused on strategy. So I presented step-by-step trainings to guide you in your pageant experience. As a trained teacher, of course, my bachelor's degree is in education, elementary education, and then my master's degree is in adult learning. So I truly believe I'm skilled at delivering step-by-step instruction on how to achieve an intended outcome. But in the upcoming season of this podcast, I want to focus more on application and community, the second two areas that are so important for success. So let me explain them a little bit. Individual application is when you take a strategy, the lessons or education that you have, and you apply it to your own situation. So it's like learning how to add things, but then actually applying addition, the concept of addition, to your real life. Let me break this down. Children learn very differently. A child tends to learn through memorization and action, okay? But adults learn best through this application principle or examples. So the way to compare it is, in sixth grade or eighth grade maybe, you would get tests and it would be something like, now Joanna cleans a car in 22 minutes and Carl cleans cars in 38 minutes. So how long, if they were to work together, how long is it going to take them to clean the car together? And there's, some big formula for all of this. But as an adult, we can't just solve for X in this situation. As adults, we're like, okay, well, do they have time to plan before they actually start washing the car? Or do they both have to be washing and working on the same thing at the same time? Or, doesn't Carl know some guy who cleans cars for $15 in under 5 minutes? Why can't we just take the car to him? So that's what adults do. We have so much more depth of context. So for adults, application is key. Now, constantly as a pageant coach, I get emails, phone calls, Facebook messages, YouTube comments with very specific questions because these women, adult women, know that they need to apply the concepts that I'm teaching, the strategy I'm teaching, to their own lives. But it's hard for me, to be honest, to really get to give a really great answer over all of those different platforms, outside of my just regular one-on-one coaching time and in my program. So I am now launching a segment on the Win a Pageant podcast that I'm calling Ask Alicia. So I really want you to be able to ask these specific questions as they apply to you, to your specific situation, to your platform, to your pageant, to your experience. So here's what we're going to do. When a question comes up for you, you're going to go to winapageant.com/Q, as in question, and you're going to voice record your question. It could be about 60 seconds or so. And you're going to email that to me. Okay, so it's actually just, you're going to click submit and it'll come straight to me. Your voicemail, I will then use to be featured as a question to be answered on an upcoming episode of the Win a Pageant podcast. So start thinking about your questions right now. The first Q&A episode we're going to do will be a little bit later this month. So if you've got a question, something that you're trying to apply the strategies I'm teaching and you just can't quite figure out something, there's a little trick you need and you're just needing some specific coaching, go to winapageant.com/Q to record and ask your question. Now, the third element, that's for application. The third element, however, is community or environment, as many people call it. So you know that you are a product of the people that you spend the most time with. So in addition to hearing my voice every week, I want to introduce you to some other influencers in pageantry, some people who are really performing at a high level. I want to bring my community to you. You will see more and more interviews with directors, title holders, even past title holders, makeup artists, stylists, anyone that I think would bring you amazing value that would add to your life. You'll see more and more of those interviews in the Win A Pageant podcast. So that is what to expect for the future of the podcast. And that brings me to number 2, the second element that I want to talk about, which is our YouTube playlists. Now, in January of this year, 2017, my beautiful assistant Diamond helped me to put all of our past podcast episodes into a well-organized series of playlists on YouTube. So as we move forward, every podcast that we produce will also be organized in those YouTube playlists, okay? This includes the interviews that I have with guests coming up. You may have seen some of them already there that we did last month to kind of get warmed up and see if that was a direction that we really felt comfortable moving in, and it absolutely is. So I would love for you to join us there on YouTube. You can subscribe by going to winapageant.com/YouTube. And as a reminder, I always put all of the details of the notes, the things that I'm sharing with you in these episodes, in the show notes. So for this episode, the show notes will be at winapageant.com/101. It's always the number of the episode. So that's where you can go to get all of these links and stuff, because I got plenty more for you as well. The third element of this Win A Pageant brand is the most recent creation that I'm thrilled and just so proud of. In celebration of the 100th podcast episode, you probably know that I launched the first Win A Pageant book. It's titled Beauty, Truth, and Grace, Pageant Coaching to Win on Stage and in Life. Now, this is a beginning to end pageant training manual. It includes all of the aspects of pageantry that you'll need to know to first decide which pageant you want to compete in, then to prepare yourself to stand out from all the others in the competition. And that includes everything from like how to choose your wardrobe to what you should say in your interview. Also, it's going to teach you how to be a pageant professional and to be a fabulous title holder. I really want you to leave a powerful legacy. Now, in less than 24 hours, that book that was just launched last week became a bestseller on Amazon. Can you believe that? And of course, I was like shocked and flattered, like that's so meaningful to me as the author to see like, wow, this book soared in 24 hours to bestseller. That's incredible. But really more than that, it shows me how important this information is to our industry. I know that people need this information because of the fact that it just like flew off the shelves. So at the time that it launched, it was only launching first in the Kindle version. So when it first launched, that was the only thing that was available last week. But this week, I want to let you know that the paperback version of this book, Beauty, Truth, and Grace, is also now available. So if you're the type of gal that prefers to hold a book in your hands, maybe you like to make notes in the margins or highlight your favorite parts, that's kind of what I like to do, then this is for you. So right now you can get the paperback version of the book for less than $5. Amazon wouldn't let me give it away for 99 cents like I did the Kindle book, so we had to go with as low as we could. They can't do that because they also are going to ship the book to you. So I wanted to make it low in order to remove any barrier for you, because I really want to make this possible for you to get this book and be able to put all of this stuff into action. So you can buy the book at winapageant.com/book. It's that easy. I also want to give a very sincere and heartfelt thank you to those of you who purchased the book over the last few weeks. I know that your purchase is what helped us to get into the Amazon bestseller list. And thank you so much for that. When we are in the Amazon bestseller list, more and more people are able to see the book and to find it when they type in, pageant book into Amazon. This will be one of the first things that come up. So I have you to thank for that. Thank you very much. Now, the fourth element of this brand is really the reason I do all of this stuff, and it's my coaching programs. I have been doing pageant coaching for I've been saying 10 years for 2 years now, so it's been at least 12 years, I guess. This, in 2015, is when I really went full-time and when I created the podcast, I really started to develop my programs more and more and more. So since 2015, I've created several pageant products and coaching programs. Those include The Art of Pageantry, Sponsor Success Formula, and my VIP coaching program. Those 3 programs have since been closed, and now my private coaching comes in 2 forms. First is Skype mock interviews. As you know, my specialty is pageant interview, so I want to share with you a little bit about how my Skype mock interviews work so that you have an understanding of that. And then the second is my signature program, and that is the pageant interview game plan. So first, I want to share with you a bit about the Skype mock interviews so that you have an understanding of it. So this is really designed for the woman that has been listening to the podcast or has read the book or studied my course and is ready to test her abilities. It's a 45-minute Skype video call, and we do several interviews. And after each one of my interviews that we do together over Skype, you actually get immediate feedback. So my goal here is that by the end of the 45 minutes, you are improved. So it's not like we're just going to do a quick practice interview and then you're going to go home with a whole bunch of notes. This is actually designed so that you will improve. Each time we do an interview, we might get to 2, 3, 4. I've sometimes even done more than that during the Skype 45 minutes. So also, what's cool is I record all of these video calls because I want you to watch it back after we're done with our call. You'll be able to watch your own video. It's so cool. Not only are you going to be able to see the critique, so you'll be able to have it in your mind when you can take notes after the fact so you're not distracted during, but also you get to watch yourself improve each and every time. So that is such a huge advantage that you have. Mock interviews are available for $150. And then my signature program, the Pageant Interview Game Plan. Now, this program launched in September of 2016. It is a 4-week online course, so it's truly a self-study. You're able to go at it at your own pace. You can take longer than 4 weeks if you'd like, and many girls have also done it quite quicker than 4 weeks even. So this online program walks you through the elements of branding yourself as a pageant contestant, communication, preparation, platform, and delivery, everything that you need to nail your pageant interview. It covers everything you could imagine. Like, I really combed the earth high and low. So you're like, wardrobe? Yes. Pageant branding? Definitely. Political, current events, controversial questions? Yes, yes, yes. Opening and closing statements? I got you covered, girl. Platform? Paperwork, communication, yes, 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 all these things. Even what the judges are looking for, I've got you covered in the pageant interview game plan. Now, what's even cooler about the game plan, one of the best parts about it is our private Facebook group. Now, all of the members of the pageant interview game plan get access to our private Facebook group where they can ask me anything. So in that group, I've reviewed homework exercises from the course. We've created legacy projects. We've brainstormed fundraising ideas. I've approved wardrobe videos, shared products for curly hair to look fabulous, fixed paperwork. Like, I've done a lot of paperwork in there. That's so important to me. So I always take the time to do that. And improved bios, like the whole shabam. Okay. Now, this is really the best of all worlds programs. It's fully supported self-study course with direct access to me, your coach. Right now, that program is priced at $297. Enrollment for the pageant interview game plan is open right now, and you can get all of the details at winapageant.com/gameplan. Now, again, as I said, I'm giving you lots of details and lots of information here. All of these details and notes are going to be in the show notes of this episode at winapageant.com/101. Now, my goal this year, I want to share with you what is ahead. The goal this year is to expand my reach through public speaking, media appearances, and marketing in order to grow our pageant interview game plan community. My purpose behind this community is, first of all, I really wanted to make the program cost less than an evening gown because I know that the women who are serious about winning their pageant need a place where they can be surrounded by another actually a huge group of other go-getters. Like they need that community. I know that is absolutely vital. I did not have that when I was competing, and I know how important it is to people today to really use that network to grow their lives, even outside of pageantry. So that is number one, vital to me. And also, I love the interaction daily with these women in our Facebook group. It's like so fun. And I've been able to meet up with women all across the country. So it's like just an awesome opportunity for me to be able to sow in the lives of women who are awesome and for them to give back to all of us. It's like such a cool community. So I really want to make this training available to people who are serious about winning. So my goal this year is going to be, just getting that information out and growing that community. So those of you who are in it and who are interested in being in it now or in the future, you will be able to have an ever-increasing community of women that are just rocking it. So that is the plan. And of course, my hope, as always, for the Win A Pageant brand is to encourage you to shine your light to those around you. I want you to lift up other women on our mutual quest for greatness. I want you to reach your highest potential because I know that is going to allow you to leave a legacy of love and awesomeness in this world. And I know, my dear, that is how you win a pageant. Woo! So lots of information in here. So quick summary, the 4 main elements of the brand and kind of where we're headed. The first is the new segment, winapageant.com/Q will take you to the Ask Alicia segment where you'll be able to record your question for me. The playlists on YouTube are organized by platform and interview and wardrobe and just general tips and tricks and products and tools. So these playlists are all organized for you. You can get those at winapageant.com/YouTube. The paperback version of the book is available at winapageant.com/book. And if you are ready to join our winning community, you can at winapageant.com/gameplan. The Q, the YouTube, the book, and the game plan. So all of the details and all of these links are at our show notes of this episode at winapageant.com/101. Thank you so much for joining me for this brand update. Thank you for allowing me to share this exciting journey with you and for being a part of this brand. I will see you next week in episode 102 for the top 8 tips that I learned from national pageant coaches. I'll see you next week. Hey there, I'm Alycia Darby, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching that last video. If you totally loved it and got something from it, would you just click subscribe right here to subscribe to our YouTube channel? Hey, I am here for you, and I've got so many more trainings and videos for you. In fact, this one would be a really great one to watch next. Or if that topic doesn't interest you, then try this one. It's my most recent video training. So I think both of these would be really great for you. Thank you again so much for subscribing. I am honored to be your coach. I'll see you again soon.